Don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. Thank you, Karen. No need for that today. So it's Thursday, 30th of September, last day of the month, and the autumn weather, seeing as we're about to head into October, has certainly kicked in. It's raining, drizzly, overcast, cloudy, foggy, you name it. It's thrown practically everything it can out today. So I got up quite early this morning because there was lots of things that I needed to do. I needed to schedule and film the Mission Inspiration brief for Saturday, because Ian and I are away tomorrow. We've got a business trip tomorrow on Friday, so I wanted to get that done and out of the way and scheduled for Saturday, so I didn't have to worry about that, which I've done. And then of course I had to schedule and upload the vlog for tonight, which is Thursday, which is last week's vlog. I know, it's this doing it in the past and doing it in the future kind of thing. It's a timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, yeah. So that's all sorted out this morning. So the vlog all done, uploaded, scheduled, corresponding blog post, and also the Mission Inspiration double whammy for October, because there's usually two versions of the Mission Inspiration for October. One which is normally my favourite, the Halloween themed one, which also kickstarts day one of my 7 days of Halloween, but also there's the ordinary non-Halloween version of the Mission Inspiration for those people that don't do Halloween. I know there are a few people out there that don't, but it also gives the opportunity for people, if they've done the Halloween one, they can go back and do the non-Halloween one if they're feeling inspired or want something else to do. So yeah, so anyway, so that's that. So that's all done, dusted, filmed, uploaded, scheduled, and all in place. It's only just gone 10 AM in the morning. Like I said, I did get up early, and now I'm on my way to Mum and Dad's. I phoned Mum and Dad this morning, spoke to Dad on the phone, which was really nice because he was only getting a couple of his words mixed up, but managed to have a decent conversation with Dad. Got Mum's shopping list. Mum still isn't okay with leaving Dad unattended for the time being, which is fair enough. So I've got Mum's shopping list, so I'm going to pick up her shopping from the supermarket and then drop it off for them both. Hopefully, once I've done that, obviously I had a quick visit, cup of coffee, and a catch up with them, I'll be back home before 1 PM. I nearly said 1 AM. Oh, back before 1 AM, at 1 PM. So, but the first thing I'm going to do is turn the blooming temperature up in this car. It's freezing! So I was reading this morning over my morning coffee about the premiere for the new James Bond movie. Daniel Craig's last James Bond is stepping down from the role now that he's done this last movie. But I was very interested to see that we're the same age. So Daniel Craig and myself were born in the same year. So by default, that means, you know, I could be in running for the next James Bond. Hey, it could happen. So it's now 5 minutes to 1, and I've done all Mum's shopping. I've dropped off her groceries, stayed, had a cup of tea with her, had a chat, made sure Dad was okay, had a chat with Dad, did a couple of domestic things for them, and then jumped back in the car and then stopped off at another supermarket on the way back home to get stuff for us. And as planned, or as I was hoping, to be back for 1, as it's now only a few minutes to 1, I'm going to make it just in time. That's not a bad forecast.
I've been thinking about James Bond as well. I've done some research and I'm exactly the same age as Ralph Fiennes, who plays M. So I'm going to be Mike's boss.
Do you think?
Not really, no.
It's Friday, the 1st of October. We're in a brand new month again. So it's bright and early. It's just gone 9 a.m. and Ian and I are out in the car already. We're driving down to Retford to Indigo Blue for a quick meeting. We'll say a quick meeting. We're probably going to be there all morning. We're taking Mr. Bentley with us as well, because Kay and Alfie like to see Mr. Bentley. So I was looking or reading the comments and answers to the question that I asked last week regarding would any of you be interested in me doing live broadcasts, either YouTube or Facebook, next year? And as of me reading the comments this morning, there were 122 replies, 122 answers, and every single one of them was no, don't do lives, you prefer pre-records. So next year we carry on as normal. Hello.
Hello. Just been to get my B12 injection from the pharmacy.
And now we're off to Indigo Blue. It's Saturday, 2nd of October. It's Mission Inspiration Day, but also I'm kickstarting off my 7 days of Halloween tonight. So I'm all scheduled, all ready to go. Our friends Karen and Steve are coming over today from Haworth in West Yorkshire. Don't think it's North Yorkshire. Haworth anyway, where the Brontes are from. That's where they live. Anyway, they're coming over for lunch today and for a catch-up. So I'm just nipping down to the supermarket because Ian bought a white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake yesterday for dessert, but neglected to buy the cream. What can I say? You know, it's shocking, I know. So I'm going to have to go out and buy some this morning. So that's where I'm headed now. White with 1 sugar, please.
White, 1 sugar.
Mum's making drinks. Cue to mother making drinks. And back to me.
Hang on.
And Dad.
Having his lunch.
Looking like Grizzly Adams.
Do with a shave, couldn't we, Dad?
Yeah, okay.
Rugged.
Yes.
B12 day today, so I've been for my jab.
Your booster jab.
The booster jab for B12, yeah. I was very good. I didn't cry. My lip trembled a little bit. Do you know something? I never even got a lolly.
Do you not get sweetie?
Used to like that nurse, not anymore.
No lollipop.
She's like Nurse Ratchet now. postman has been, we have some new resin.
Nice.
1-to-1 mix ratio, so it's really easy to use.
Brilliant stuff.
So I've cast some cogs, a new mould
That we've purchased.
Yeah.
Now, I like this one because it also has faux screw heads on it as well.
Yes, it does.
Which we've also done a few of as well for me. There we go. The crosshead screws. Yeah, that's easy for you to hold that while I'm holding the camera. So there's crosshead screws, there's just slot head screws on there, which are going to be really, really good. So Ian's been casting for some projects that he's been doing.
I have.
But also, because we bought this new mould to go with the ones that we've already got. Now, those were sent to us in Happy Mail, weren't they? We purchased that one. We've just bought that one, but also I've just bought this one, which is the Stars and Moons set, the Finnabair Stars and Moons, mainly because it's got these fantastic barn stars on it, but also it's got these cool little mini moon faces and stuff. But while our friends Karen and Steve were here over the weekend, they also brought one of their moulds that Karen uses, which was the one that does the bat wings and the bird skulls. There was also another one which has bones, leg bones and skulls on it as well, human skulls on it, which I did take a few casts of those, but they're upstairs. Because I've been watching a lot of, tell you what, let me just turn the camera back round. What? What are you after? What are you after?
What is he always after?
Yes, treat.
Anyway.
He's got mud on his face. He's been doing grass
Have a look
angels
at
again,
him.
hasn't he? Come here. Up, up. Oh, what? Got mud all on your feet, look. Look at your legs. They're covered in mud.
Anyway, back to the matter in hand.
Yes, we'll sort you out in a minute. Yes, so I've been watching a lot of Finnabair Prima marketing videos, the mixed media videos again, because I haven't done any in ages and ages and ages. So I've been binge watching Finnabair's YouTube channel, but I've also been watching the videos that her design team have been putting out as well with some of the projects, and there's some absolute beauties. So it's kind of re-inspired me to get back in and do some nice mixed media work. So I've got a couple more days left on my 7 days of Halloween, so I may throw in 1 or 2 mixed media pieces for the back end of my 7 days of Halloween project. So we're going to do some more casting now, aren't we?
We are.
So let's get to it.
He never stops, does he? Okay, so we're going to start mixing. This is part A, because it says part A on it. And it's a 1-to-1 mix. So
1-to-1 by weight or volume. It doesn't really make any difference.
Usually weight's easier, isn't it?
So we've got these little scales.
So I'll do 50, I think.
So that's going to give you 100 once you've mixed in your part B. All good fun.
48. 53. It has to be 53 and 53 then.
Okay. Do you want some kitchen towel?
No, it's fine. 106 then in total.
So it's easy if you just double the weight, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's fine. 107s is near enough.
That's fine. It's the hardener anyway, so it won't make any difference.
Okay, so we have pot life of about...
Well, it recommends mixing for 30 seconds, doesn't it? So we normally go 25 seconds, and then you've got 5 seconds to put your spatula down and get yourself ready to start pouring, and you should be ready to go. So we'll just move over to here. Ian's going to do this large cog from this set here. This is the, I think it's called the mechanical set, and this is Stars and Moons. But I need a couple of clocks, so I'm hoping he's going to do this big clock for me as well.
I am. So... I can't talk and do this, I'm afraid.
Let's That's it, until it comes up to the top of the, like the holes, if you like, because they're going to be the holes.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, and then we'll do the big clock for me. It's going to be quite a bit left, I think.
Do you want that one?
The
fob
one,
watch.
the fob watch one, yeah. And then if you want, you can get some into the...
Shall I make that one? Is that all right?
Yep. I find this process quite cathartic. The mixing and the pouring and the whole part of it's fun. See how that just dropped down then really quickly? That's the problem that I did when I went to play with it the other day. A couple of the screw heads, if you don't mind. Again, it will drop down, so it fills quite quickly.
It does, doesn't it?
The screw, yeah, the crosshead ones. You don't need a lot. What I thought I might do,
sorry.
It's okay. That's the problem that I had when I did it. Is maybe using a pipette for the smaller items. Just suck it up with the pipette. You need to keep on going.
I'm doing
It will fill, don't worry, just keep pouring it in. I think the trick with pouring resin into these kind of moulds is to
slow and steady.
Slow and steady wins the race.
What else should we have? Should we do?
Just do some more cogs if you want.
I'll do one of these. These are nice.
These are the label plates, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like steampunk label plates.
It's starting to go off, I can feel it.
Yeah. You keep on going, keep filling. That's it.
I'm just trying to persuade it to go where I want. There's a little bit left, so I'll cast one of those. Flipping heck.
Just keep on going. Just keep on going until it runs out. That's the thing. Waste not, want not.
There we go.
Bit more around this side. That's it. That's it.
That's it. Only a tiny bit left, and there's no point pouring it in.
There we go. Lovely. So
it's actually getting warm. I can feel it.
Yeah. So you can see the kind of milky, but these will set when they cure in about 30 minutes.
Starting to go, look at the edges.
Yeah, you can start to see it going already. These will go completely like that. Like milk chocolate, not milk chocolate, like white chocolate.
White chocolate.
When they're actually set. So we'll come back in about half an hour. That one's already going. We'll come back in about half an hour when we're ready to demold.
Okay, we're ready to disrobe, as it were, but we've made a discovery.
We have. So this is the new resin that's just arrived. As you can see, it's now completely set and has gone white, but it's not the same colour as the previous stuff that we had.
Which is supposed to be.
It's supposed to be that colour. So this is what was left or in the old bottles. So I did a quick test with the colour because it looked completely different. So do you want to just pop out one of the barn stars, Ian? There you go. I dribbled a little bit, but never mind. So that's one of the barn stars. So do you want to pop out one of the clocks? There you go. So completely different colour. Yeah, one's more, that looks like white chocolate. That's a lot whiter. But if you're painting them, it doesn't make any difference, does it?
The thing I don't like is if you zoom in, it's got millions of tiny little bubbles in it, which you can just about see there.
Yeah, do you want to turn the back of the...
And there's none on that one. I think I'm going to complain. I don't like it.
You don't like the set? Well, that's one thing to maybe send them an email with some pictures. But we did shake the bottles up.
Like we were supposed to do.
Like you're supposed to, yeah. So again...
Details all right.
Beautiful detail on it. And like I said, if you're painting them, it doesn't really make any difference. So let's have a look at the...
Look at these.
Don't forget, get your finger underneath.
Oh, yeah.
That's it, and go around. There we go.
They're nice.
Really nice.
But how different are those?
Different colour. So different batch, different colour. But you can add alcohol inks if you want to colour these.
Fingers underneath, isn't it, like
Yeah.
you said?
Just run your finger around. That's it. Fabulous.
This is the one I'm looking forward to.
The big one.
It's easier just to do that, isn't it? That one.
On the larger one, yeah. Brilliant. I actually don't mind the white.
I don't mind it, it's just not the same as we had before, is it?
You can see all the bubbles in the texture. But that's just on the surface, I think, on the back.
Just need cleaning off.
They do. They just need cleaning off. And we've got some, use an emery board or some fine sandpaper just to remove any of those little overspill bits.
One there.
And the one in the corner here as well, those two there,
There
look.
is, yeah. 1, 2.
They're cool, aren't they? So when I did this set, I dribbled a little bit on there. So there's going to be a bit of a film when I pop those out. So
Oh, hang on. Somebody wants to go outside.
that's the other small barn star.
Okay.
Do you want to pop the moons out for me? Like I said, there'll be a little bit of a, but it'll just pop off. That's it.
Just use a knife.
Oh, you just use your nail.
Oh, aren't they lovely? That's nice.
So that's one. And then there's, you know, so easy. Really cute. Mr. Moon. So there you go. So we've got plenty to go at, haven't we?
We have, however, I'm going to contact the people and send a photo of these and say how come it's a different colour. Plus, there's millions of little bubbles in it and I'm not happy.
We'll let you know what happens.
We will.
It's Wednesday afternoon, the 6th of October, and it's 3:45. So it's been a busy day today. Started off kind of ordinary and kind of slow. Mum and Dad have been with us since Sunday, but we just kind of finished having breakfast, and then Dad just suddenly announced that he wanted to come home, that he was bored. No reflection on us. It's just with it in his current state where he's tired all the time. All he's doing really is sitting, and he finds it a struggle to read. Although he can, he just finds it a little bit of a struggle. Watching TV, he tends to just fall asleep. And there's not a lot really for him to do at our house. There's not a lot to do in the garden. We're not really doing any DIY projects for him to help with. And apart from making cups of tea and maybe help him prepare meals, there's not a lot really for him to do. So, and also if he wants anything, he doesn't really know where anything is, because obviously it's not his house. So he kind of feels that being back home in his own surroundings, where he knows where everything is, where he remembers where everything is, and he can put the TV on whenever he wants to, which he can't hours, but he can just turn over to watch whatever TV channels he wants to, and he can fall asleep, and he doesn't feel as though he's got to be on his best behaviour. Which I understand totally. So anyway, so he decided that he wanted to come home today. So after lunch, I helped pack all the bags up, got all the stuff together, and then bundled them into the car. First of all, we stopped off at the local supermarket to do some shopping, because obviously Mum didn't have any food in. Well, she does have lots of food in, but she wanted some fresh things, you know, fresh milk, that kind of stuff, bread. And because she's been at my house since Sunday, so we stopped off at the supermarket to get that, and then we came home. But I had to do a couple of little errands for them, such as taking prescriptions down to the doctor's surgery, and things like that. So yeah, it's now 3:45 and I'm just heading back home, but I've still got one little errand for me to do before I get there. I need to stop off at our local wholesalers and see if I can find some large paintbrushes, and I'm looking for 6 to 7 inch wide ones, and then yeah, so that's the little job I've got to do before I go home. But the sun's out today. Yesterday was absolutely horrible. It chucked it down with rain, with high winds all day yesterday. It was absolutely terrible. But today couldn't be any more different. Blue skies, sun shining, not hugely warm. Currently it's 16 degrees C, which is about 60 F for those that are interested. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. So I actually managed to find what I wanted, which was a big surprise. A big 6-inch paintbrush. It's huge. Well, it's 6 inches, but look at that, massive. Perfect for what I want. And a few other bits and pieces, of course. Right, home, James. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.